One morning, we found most of the sweet peas destroyed. Now, most of the sweet peas flowers, they were destroyed. They were destroyed. So, hastily here, immediately, grandfather and I blamed a cow. Okay, hastily, immediately, grandfather and I blamed a cow, suggesting that it had got into the garden during the night because they knew that who has destroyed it. It was a small little Tinkerbell. So immediately the boy and the grandfather, immediately they said that it was a cow who maybe got into the garden during the night. Now grandmother made no comment. She made no comment, but gave a look that suggested she knew just who the culprit was. What is the culprit? The wrongdoer, the one who has done the wrong, the one who is responsible for the wrong thing. So here grandmother, she gave this boy and grandfather that look that I knew that who has done this, and you people are covering the mistake of that creature. Now she was looking at them like that. Of course, trouble, just like unseasonal rain, came when we were least expecting it. Now, unseasonal rain means that rain which comes unexpectedly. We don't expect at a certain point of time in a season that rain will come. We only expect it to come during the rainy season. But they are saying that trouble, they were just like unseasonal rain. Of course, trouble is just like unseasonal rain and came when we were not expecting it, least expecting. We were not at all expecting it. Just like unseasonal rain, we do not expect unseasonal rain. Understood? We do not expect unseasonal rain, and all of a sudden that troubles came just like unseasonal rain without telling. Tinker having discovered the uses to which she could put her horns, now Tinker has now gradually discovered that her horns can be used for what? Began using them at almost everyone. Okay, at almost everyone. At every opportunity, she started using that horns. The gardener, the postman, and the fruit seller all had complaints to make. Now maybe she was um, using these horns on these people. That is why they were having complaint. They dared not turn their backs on the little Tinkerbell. Now they knew that if they will turn their back, then obviously that little Tinkerbell will put their horns on their back. So that is why they were not turning their back, because they knew that if Tinkerbell is around, we should not turn our back to her. Maybe she will put her horns on our back. So the climax, what is the climax? The most exciting point. Okay, when you see the movie, what is the most exciting point? That we call it climax. Okay, so the climax of this story was that the climax came during the visit of one of my aunts. Okay, now one of my aunt, and the name of the aunt was Aunt Mabel. Aunt Mabel was in the habit of bending over flower pots and holding brief conversations with the flowers. She said it helped them grow faster. Now, this Aunt Mabel, she was having this habit of bending over the flowers and talking to them, conversation, talking to them. She thought that if we talk to the plants and if we talk to flowers, they grow faster. So she was bending, and she was bending over a pot, talking to geranium, when Tinker, suspecting that my aunt was eating the leaves, decided to butt this intruder out of the way of her favorite snack. Now, this is the most this, you can say, the funniest part of the story, that this aunt was bending towards those flowers of geranium and talking to them, because she was in a habit of talking to the flowers. So she was talking to geranium flower, and this little Tinker, she thought that she's eating those favorite snacks of her. So what did this Tinker do? But here means hit hard with the horns. Now she hit hard this Aunt Mabel with her horns. Now what is intruder? Someone who comes without permission, जिसको आप हिंदी में घुसपैठिए बोलते हो कि घुसपैठिए मतलब without any permission, घुस जाना. That is intruder. We call in English intruder. So now she is thinking this Aunt Mabel to be intruder who is eating all her snacks. So what did she do? She hit her with the horns on her back.